I wish the best of luck to all boys on this team on their journey through life.
back, hockey fans, to the Hornets Hockey Network. My name is Rob Finger, alongside our videographer, Fu-Mei Tung, and we are here at the MACC for tonight's matchup between your FM Hornets and the Ithaca Little Red. Now, this one is a special one for these Hornets. It is senior night, and we are recognizing four men in particular. Number 10, Joey Leveroni. Number 21, Walker Thompson. Number 26, Brady Moore. And number 31, Chris Finger. And I would like to spotlight them for our pre-game chat here. We'll start with career statistics. For the number 10, Joey Leveroni, the captain of this FM Hornets crew. He finishes his career, comes into tonight with a high school career total of 33 games played, 24 goals, 26 assists for 50 points on his career. And he's been a point per game player in all 4 of the seasons that he has taken part in Hornets hockey. Now, number 21, Walker Thompson, a core defenseman in this Hornets crew. He comes in tonight with a career of 5 goals, 23 assists, and 28 points on his career so far. Now to number 26, Brady Moore, another core defenseman in this Hornets lineup. He finishes his career 3 goals, 6 assists, 9 points so far as counted by Home Teams Online and Mr. Mitch Major, the one who keeps all the stats in Section 3 of Skinny Atlas fame, obviously. But then there is Chris Finger, the goaltender, the main goaltender for the past 4 years for this FM Hornets team. He finishes his career, or comes into here, with 57 games played, 2,791 minutes played, 21 wins, 32 losses, unfortunately, and 3 ties and 3 shutouts so far. Goals against, only 175, 1,684 saves, a 3.2 goals against average, with his career high being this year a 2.03, and a save percentage of .906, and over 900 on his entire career, and he comes into tonight with a .928. One of the top goaltenders in all of Central New York. And now we'll get things started for our opening announcements here at the MACC.
And welcome to tonight's Friday night hockey game. The Fayetteville-Manlius Athletic Department and its athletic director, Mr. Scott Sugar, would like to welcome you to the MACC for tonight's intersectional contest between the visiting number 15 New York State ranked Ithaca Little Red from Section 4, coached by Mr. Paul Zacharack, and your number 20 ranked Fayetteville-Manlius Hornets, coached by Mr. Jim Wisnowski and Assistant. And here are tonight's starting lineup for our senior night. For Ithaca Little Red, junior number 26, Owen Simmons. Forward junior number 27, Cameron Gaines. Forward freshman number 28, Noah Goodrich.
edition of Hornets hockey will commence here at their home, the MACC in Cicero. And we will get started with our starting lineups for those of you who didn't hear. First, for the Ithaca Little Red, number 26, Owen Simons. Number 27, Cameron Gaines. Number 28, Noah Goodrich. Number 16, Lewis Enns. Number 17, Miles Neely. And number 30, in net, Blake Carlisle. And now, the starting lineups for your FM Hornets. Number 15, Noah Chen. Number 22, Gavin Patnode. Number 26, Brady Moore. Number 10, the captain, Joey Leveroni. Number 21, Walker Thompson. And number 31 in net, Chris Finger. And we will come to the middle for this highly ranked matchup. Ithaca, number 15 in New York State. The Hornets, number 20. The Ithaca Little Red. I will just point out a little nugget for you here at the beginning. The Little Red have not lost this entire season in regulation. The only losses that they have, well, come under so far. As I look here, West Genesee and Syracuse, both of them in overtime, and West Genny happening just over a week ago. 16:35 left to go in this first period of play. Face off in the Little Red end. A quick shot there. It'll go into the corner. LaDuke over towards Lalick. Lalick going for it. He'll come around the net of Carlisle. Up for Walker Thompson. Thompson tried to take a shot there, but Ithaca able to get their sticks on it. They will get it just out of the zone here. Lalick able to get his stick on it. Gavin Patnode having to poke at it here. It'll go along the boards, and Ithaca will get it in fairly quickly. Cameron Gaines going for it there. Sandzone able to put a hit on. Going to grab that Walker Thompson. Thompson looking to reverse it there. Ithaca able to get it out. Swartout over toward the center. It'll go into the far boards. Ithaca grabbing that. Walker Thompson able to grab that for the Hornets, sending it all the way out. They will rule off the icing, off a deflection. Louis Enns going into Hewitt Gow. They'll get it for Brian Tonkovich, I should say. He keeps it in only momentarily. Here comes Aiden Swartout. Swartout coming into the zone, right in close. Get a shot on. Chris Finger will cover it up. And referee Daryl Kirkby will blow the whistle. $15:34 left to go in this first period of play. Face off to the left of Chris Finger in the Hornets end. Hornets get it back. Teddy Smart setting up those fireboards. Noah Chen trying to get it out. Ithaca able to keep it in. Or, as determined by our linesman, they were not able to. They'll send it back in. But that'll be called an offsides. 15:25 left to go in this first period of play. Face off right in front of the Hornets bench. Face off one to the far boards there. Brian Tonkovich coming up and picking it up. Sends it right off the referee. Then that'll go below the goal line in the Ithaca end. They'll send it up the far boards. Tonkovich, though, keeping it back in. It'll go off the stick of Noah Chen, and Carlisle will choose to cover. 15:11 left to go in this first period of play. A shot registered on the board for either team now. Face off to the right of Carlisle. Tied up, won by the Hornets. Quick shot from Dougherty. Blake Carlisle finding that and covering it up. $15:07 now left. Not much time erased off the board there. Face off once again to the right of Carlisle. Tied up again. The Hornets will win it. Noah Chen getting it down for Drew Main. A new crew on the ice now. Noah Chen grabbing that. Drew Main having to go for it, trying to pickpocket number 28, Noah Goodrich there, but he will come up the boards. Or I believe that is actually Owen Simons. They'll get it out of the zone though. Hewitt Gow looking over his options, gets it over for Louis Enns. Pokes that forward for his teammate, Noah Goodrich. Gets it all the way across there. Long pass over towards Owen Simons. Poking it away is Chris Finger. Noah Chen, or Joey Laveroni, I should say, looking to grab that. But nonetheless, Ithaca getting the possession deep in the Hornets' end here. Chen, or Capriati, looking to get it out, but it's Joey Laveroni who does so himself. Hewitt Gow able to poke it away. He will go and get a change. Tyler Main across for Walker Thompson. Thompson, long up for Connor McDonald. That'll go off his stick and into the zone. No icing here. Off the backboards, Connor McDonald almost got his hands on it, but instead it'll go to Jack Coakley. Ithaca looking to get possession in their own end. Tyler Main, though, taking a shot. It'll go just wide into the corner. Connor McDonald sending it back off those backboards. Ithaca along the boards. Walker Thompson, a shot. It'll go off the leg there. Number 15, Jack Coakley. Coakley in the corner with it. Leaves that for Capriati. He tried to get it up for Tyler Main, but Ithaca will get their sticks on it and get it out fairly quickly here. Connor McDonald sending it off these near boards here. Walker Thompson making sure it doesn't go far from there. Grayson Mucha will dump it in. Mucha going in to put some pressure on Mason Gabriel. They'll get it up these near boards. Griffin Levine sending it up. They'll go over for Gavin Patton on the far point. A shot there. It'll go wide. Walker Thompson coming in. He sends a shot in. It'll be covered up by Blake Carlisle. Gives a little bit of a shove to the men in front of him. We'll have 13:09 left to go in this first period of play. Face off to the left of Blake Carlisle. Winning that back is Ithaca. Hewitt Gow grabbing that for the Little Red. He'll see an opening and it'll get right off of the skate there of number 5, Griffin Levine. And that'll go all the way down. And Chris Finger delivering the puck with speed and efficiency all the way down the ice here. 13 minutes left in this first period of play. Face off, one back by Ithaca. Grabbing that, number 16, Louis Enns. He'll send it over to the near boards here. Dana Dubois sending that all the way out. The Hornets will have to go for it, but it'll go a little bit too far. That'll be an icing once again. Chris Finger using the puck delivery service, and his target was the goal there. Possibly practicing for a possible goalie goal here. That would certainly cap off his career as a senior here. Ithaca coming back around. Hewitt Dow trying to get it out, but Teddy Smart is able to keep it in. Grabbing that, Will Sanzone, he'll put it to the boards. Smart will go for it. Smart getting it back lower into the zone here. Owen Simons coming up. Kept in by the foot there, it looked like, of Jack Lawlick. Here comes Ithaca the other way. Cameron Gaines sending it in. Grabbing that, Owen Simons. Up for Gavin Patno. He tried to get it out over towards Lawlick, but it'll get up for Hewitt Gow. He sends it over for Mason Gabriel, who will put it in. Gavin Patno, long pass up off the boards there from the stick of Will Sanzone. It'll go into the zone. No icing. Ithaca getting it back the other way. Here they come on a rush. Sword out. Up for Leyland Walker. He should put a shot on it, went wide. Mason Gabriel putting one right to Chris Finger, and he will cover that one up. 11:46 left to go in this first period of play. Shots so far, 4 for the Hornets, 3 for the Ithaca Little Red, but they've got a face-off just to the left there of Chris Finger, and that'll go up and out of play. Face off, take 2 here to the left of Chris Finger. Into the corner it'll go. Off of the stick of a Hornet, and that'll go out of the zone. Noah Chen trying to wrangle it, but it's number 11, Aiden Swartout, able to get it in. Swartout towards the center, a big shot from Mason Gabriel. Didn't get much stick on it. Fanned a tiny bit, but didn't go as far as he'd hope it would. Ansel Cosgrove going into the corner. It'll get up into the netting once again, and we will have another face-off to the left of Chris Finger. Both teams full sail line changes here. Brand new crews on either side. Face off to the left of Finger. One back by Ithaca. They'll send it below the goal line. Ithaca towards the center there, but neither of their men on either post were able to hammer it home. Tyler Main stopping that. Griffin Levine trying to send it towards the center, but it's Tyler Main who picks it up. Once more, quick pass up for Joey Leveroni. He will handle it himself, trying to get it through Griffin Levine. And with the help of Connor McDonald and Nico Capriati, they will get it into the zone. McDonald stopping that. Leveroni going for it. Joey Leveroni looking to set something up here, but it gives it right to Dana Dubois. Keeping it in are the Hornets, though. Capriati towards the center for Tyler Main. He'll put it back towards the center, and it'll go over towards the far point, and keeping it in with a slap is Teddy Smart. Grabbing that out of the air there. Tyler Main trying to drop it at his feet. Leveroni keeping it in just momentarily along the blue line. Teddy Smart trying to send it back to the rear lines of this Ithaca team here. Ithaca, though, will dump it in over the red line. Smart coming up these near boards here. Leaves it for Brady Moore. He will send it in. Off the glass it'll go. Up for Cameron Gaines. Over Noah Goodrich. Goodrich will throw it in. Below the goal line for Patnode. He'll get it off the boards here. Getting it up for Mason Gabriel. Quick shot there, right in. Number 26, Owen Simons, had a good opportunity there, and you can clearly see that Ithaca have done their homework on Chris Finger. It's quite becoming, and quite to be expected of a town that, well, hosts schools like Cornell. The Little Red, obviously a play on the Cornell Big Red. Patnode for Walker Thompson. Gets it poked away there by Cameron Gaines. Here they come into the zone. A shot blockered away by Chris Finger. Grabbing that. Cameron Gaines toward the center. It'll come. Still there. Chris Finger will find it with his glove and stop that pretty quick. But like I said, Ithaca, having done their homework there, they know where Chris's weaknesses lie, and if they can get past and in it close on him, in very close, past that Hornets defense, they will be able to put some goals on the board. But thankfully, since their last meeting at I believe either Cass Park or Casey Park in Ithaca, they have improved their defensive capabilities. Patnode leaving it there. Lalick able to grab that. I say improve their capabilities, but a little bit of a fan does not show good hopes, unfortunately. Ithaca able to get it long and out. That'll roll all the way down, but that will not be an icing. Patnode picking it up. Reverses it for Walker Thompson. They'll have to get there quick. Eden Swartout looking to get it. He gets it below the goal line. Ansel Cosgrove going for it once again. Getting it off the leg there, I believe. Referee Kirkby. They'll get into the corner towards the center. Again, a shot redirected. And that'll go off a defender into the corner. Ithaca playing it around the net, around the goal of Chris Finger, and able to get that back in. Swartout sending it back to him, but sending it all the way down on the Hornets for an icing. Face off to the left of Chris Finger and the Hornets end. 8:15 left to go in this first period of play. We'll line up, and Ithaca will win this. Sending it back in, but it gets onto the stick of Drew Main. Here they come the other way. Up for Noah Chen. Chen getting in strong. A shot wide of the net. Dougherty going for it on the near boards. Up for Dawson Wilbur. Wilbur down for Henry Dougherty. He sends one on net. And scooping that up is Blake Carlisle. 7:57 now left to go in the first period. The Hornets, thankfully for them at least, now with a face-off in the Ithaca end here, to the left this time, of Blake Carlisle. Winning that back of the Hornets. Dawson Wilbur gets it right into the hands of Hewitt Gow. Here he comes up the near side into the Hornets end with speed. Stops at the top of the circles. Missed that pass there. He's able to handle it, though, himself. Coming in, the shot right over the net of Chris Finger. Chen getting it off of those boards, and he will go to change. Going for it, Henry Dougherty in to put some pressure on. Hewitt Gow fanning on that one. Noah Goodrich up for 27, Cameron Gaines. He gets it quickly for Owen Simons, and able to wrestle him down there Was Teddy Smart able to get it, though? Is Noah Goodrich. They will call that offsides, though. And you can see quickly here, this Ithaca Little Red team coming out strong, spending a lot of time in the Hornets' end in the first stages of this period here. And the Hornets may have to get a little bit of grip here on this, well, fairly strong team in the state. Teddy Smart sending it off the boards there. Going for it, Ithaca. They'll get it off the boards once again. Off the glass this time. Little Red sending it up for number 11, Aiden Swartout. Over towards Cosgrove. Swartout towards the center. It'll squirt through for Enns. Louis Enns, a shot right along the ice. And Chris Finger will cover that up with ease, I should say. .6:53 left to go in this first period of play. An equal 5 shots on goal being counted on the board so far. But like I said earlier, Ithaca sending a lot of spending a lot of time, I should say, in the Hornets' end here. They will send it back in once again, courtesy of Mason Gabriel. Towards the center, it'll come, a shot. Chris Finger able to cover that one up, and the referee's just making sure that the FM Hornets guarding Chris Finger, their senior goaltender, are kept fairly honest and don't throw many hands, if any. Face off one back by Ithaca. Shot comes wide of the net. It'll go over for Jack Coakley. He'll keep it in. Ithaca towards the center. Grabbing that. Getting it up for Will Sanzone. Here comes Sanzone. Lost that, though. Mason Gabriel sending it off the fireboards, and Ithaca dumping it back into the Hornets' end here. Walker Thompson going for that. They'll get it off the boards up past Devin Patno to here comes Will Sanzone. Sanzone through a few defenders here. Just missed an opportunity there, and trying to pick it up was Grayson Mucha. Keeping it in his Patno with a shot. It goes a little bit slowly over the net there. Brady Moore going over to the near boards for it. Off of his leg there, Dana Dubois looking to get it out here. Griffin Levine dumps it in right off of the body of Gavin Patnode. And Grayson Mucha will send it up the boards. Getting that, though, Hewitt Gow able to make a move around Michael Leduc. Gow making another move. He will dump it in. Walker Thompson going for it. Thompson trying to get it around number 27, Cameron Gaines there. A shot going up by Chris Finger. Owen Simons putting on a ripper from the slot, but Chris saw it, and he got there before him. Face off, one back by the Hornets. Off of the boards it'll go. Will Sanzone grabbing it. Sanzone for Jack Lawley. Towards the center, it'll go into the corner. Ithaca getting it long and out. Lalick looking to grab that, go up the far side. Long pass up for Will Sanzone, getting into the zone. A pass for Leduc. Sends it back, but nobody's there. Ryan Tonkovich looking to dump it back into the zone. Lalick and Sanzone will go for it. Hewitt Galdo with the puck. Long pass all the way up for Owen Simons. That was definitely a planned play there, as Brian Tonkovich laying a big hit there. Tonkovich having to go for it. Sends it back. And Ithaca clearly not a fan of the hit that was put on him. Number 26, Owen Simons. Will Sanzone getting through the defender, but not through the goaltender. He'll put it over to the boards. Grabbing that. Ansel Cosgrove getting it right to Drew Main. Main looking to go the other way. He tried to get it up for Henry Dowdy coming in. He gets it back to him. Towards the center it'll go. Popping up. Getting that still in the center. Henry Dowdy will send it below the goal line. Dowdy going for it. Up for Drew Main. Up for Patno. Now a shot. What a net. A ripper of a shot, but it just went wide. I think they're trying to get their hands on it in the corner here. Noah Chen hitting the deck. And Ithaca will send it all the way out. Henry Dowdy up past Gavin Patno. Will send it right to the stick of Drew Main, or Tyler Main, I should say there. Here comes his brother Drew. Drew with Tyler. Gets it for Dougherty. A shot kicked away by Carlisle. Leyland Walker. Here he comes with a little red. Lost it as he crossed the blue line. Patnode up towards Nico Capriati. That went behind him. And that'll be an icing. Face off all the way down the ice here. And if you aren't already, make sure you follow us on Instagram at FM Hornets Hockey for the latest news, updates, and pictures of your FM Hornets team. Face off tied up. I think it's trying to win it here, but it's Connor McDonald forwarding it up towards Hewitt Gow, who keeps it in. Going into the far corner now. I think they're reversing it. Teddy Smart going for that there. Here comes Ithaca. He'll send it in. It goes right past the crease. Capriati sending it off the glass there. That'll be another icing. .309 is all that's left in this first period of play here at the MACC. Face off now in the Hornets' end once again to the left of Chris Finger. And unfortunately, Jack Law is having to take that face off after he cut in quite quickly there. Teddy Smart sending it up the boards. I think he's keeping it in. Off the body, though, of Jack Lawlek. Here he comes up the far side. Hewitt Gow able to poke it away. Lawlek just trying to get it in the zone there. Mucha over with him. It'll kick back off of the skate, I believe, of referee Kirkby. And Ithaca will get it in their own end here. Hewitt Gow up the boards. All the way down. Will it keep rolling? It will not. It will wave off the icing. It didn't quite get there. Well placed by the Little Red. Up the boards they'll come. Stopping that. Cameron Gaines into the zone. A big hit or a big collision. Owen Simons in the middle there, having to go towards the Ithaca bench. And notably, he was one of our starters tonight. So, hopefully, for Ithaca's sake, he'll be all right. Sending it over to the far boards here. Getting it up and getting it out are the Little Red. Brian Tonkovich, though, handing it over to senior Walker Thompson. He will dump it in. Getting that. Carlisle letting it go. Sand zone towards the center. Lawlek in the corner. Jack Lawlek forwarding it behind the net of Carlisle right towards sand zone. Tyler Main not able to handle it and get a shot off. He will send it into the corner instead. Back up the boards for him. Lawlek, not able to get it in, or keep it in, I should say. Ryan Tonkovich coming all the way down to the Hornets' end. He will reverse that for Tyler Main. Main all the way up past Michael Leduc. It'll go onto the net of Lake Carlisle, and he will choose to cover this time. .132 left to go in this first period of play here at the MACC. Still no score on the board. Face off, won by Ithaca. Hewitt Gow taking it all the way around, up the far boards. Tried to get a pass off as he reached the blue line there. Noah Chen, though, his foil will send it in. Louis Enns off the boards there. He'll get it out of the zone. Noah Chen going D to D there with Brian Tonkovich. Tonkovich, long pass off of the boards there. Up for his brother Drew. He'll send it right in on Blake Carlisle. And it'll go right into his glove, and he will cover. 1:05 left to go in this first period of play. 9 shots for the Hornets, 8 shots for the Ithaca Little Red so far in this game. So like you see, fairly equal, all things considered. Although, like I said earlier, Ithaca spending a lot of time in the Hornets' end in the beginning parts of this matchup here. But the Hornets for the past few have been mostly in the neutral zone, and now they find themselves in the Ithaca attacking zone here. Drew Main relaying to number 6, Henry Dougherty. Face off to the left of Carlisle in the Ithaca end. Face off, won by the Hornets. Thompson with the shot. Oh, again. Thompson! A shot from the point. And Walker Thompson on his senior night here at the MACC, getting the first goal of the night. Face off, won by the Hornets. Patnode off the boards for Leveroni. They're not able to get it in the zone. Connor McDonald trying to forward it in, but it'll go into the little red bench. .6 seconds left to go in this first period of play. 1-0, our new score in the favor of the Hornets. Grabbing that, Connor McDonald sending it in. Below the goal line. Louis Enns in the corner, making a couple moves here. Gavin Patnode, though, able to keep it in. He sends it back below the goal line. Hewitt Gow sending it back up those far boards. And Ithaca will get it out here. Thankfully, no 2-on-1 opportunity for them as Walker Thompson able to reverse it the other way. McDonald grabbing that. Passing it up for Nico Capriati. A shot there. He'll get it back off of the defender there. He'll send it over to the far boards. Into the corner, into the center, 10 seconds left. They'll send it all the way down. And once again, it will be no ice as Ithaca clearly have trained up their icing throws here. And number 9, Ansel Cosgrove, not able to get it there on time. And at the end of this first period here at the MACC, the score, 1 for the FM Hornets, none for the Ithaca Little Red so far. Shots on goal, 10 for the FM Hornets, 8 for the Ithaca Little Red. And the number 1 scorer, the first one, number 21, Walker Thompson. We'll be back with second period of action here for the MACC in just a moment. Welcome back, hockey fans, to the Hornets Hockey Network. My name is Rob Finger, alongside our videographer, Fu-Mei, and we are here at the MACC for period 2 of hockey between your FM Hornets and the Ithaca Little Red. The score, after one period of play, 1-0, Hornets over the Little Red, thanks to the efforts of number 21, Walker Thompson, with a big shot from the far point. Now, the question is, the Hornets have to keep that play going all game long, simply because we saw Ithaca at the beginning half of the first period spending a lot of time in the Hornets' end. And the Hornets, well, they've got to make sure that that doesn't exactly happen again, that won't be a repeat occurrence. But can they? Can they keep it going for 3 periods here? To the center we come. Linesman keeping the wingers honest. Connor McDonald and Lynn Walker exchanging some stick action here as Hewitt Gow picks it up off the faceoff. Off the boards it'll go. Up for Gavin Patno. He gets it just into the zone, but unfortunately he has to back off as to avoid an offsides call. Gavin Patno getting it back up the boards, but right into the stick of Ansel Cosgrove there, as number 20, Leyland Walker, was over the line before he went in. We'll have an offsides face-off in this neutral zone, opposite the Ithaca bench on the other side. Face-off, one by Ithaca. They get a quick one in just wide of the net of Chris Finger. Walker Thompson going onto the boards for it. He gets it off those far boards, but gets it up in the hands of Louis Enns. Over for Hewitt Gow. Gow up for Cosgrove. Ansel Cosgrove putting it off the boards there for Aiden Swarthout. Towards the center, he tried to put it there, trying to get it up for Cosgrove. He'll get it up for Nico Capriati, who tried to get in. He'll get it back towards the center. Swarthout sending it right towards the crease. That'll go to the far boards. Connor McDonald trying to send it up there for Nico Capriati. Hewitt Gow able to pick it up for the Ithaca Little Red, though. He comes into the zone. Gow coming back around. A quick shot and a pad save from Chris Finger. Joey Leveroni will pick that one up. Gets that. Here comes Leveroni looking over his options. Gets it off of the stick of Nico Capriati, who goes to change, but it'll get right into the hands of Louis Enns. If he sends it up for Swartout, who sends it up for Goodrich. Noah Goodrich getting pickpocketed there by Walker Thompson. Up for Noah Chen. He gets it up for Henry Doherty. Here comes Doherty into the zone. A shot he'll put on. Goes below the goal line for Noah Chen. Joey Leveroni still there in the center. Teddy Smart able to successfully get it there, and we will have the first penalty of the game. This one on the Ithaca Little Red. And Leyland Walker being a bit of a pain in the side of his own Ithaca bench so far at the beginning of this period. Not only an offsides call coming because of him, but also a tripping penalty for 2 minutes or less here. We will have a face-off to the right of number 30, Blake Carlisle. Back in the attacking zone here. Pollock having to get his feet at their proper position, and they will throw out the referee here as well. Looks like they'll throw out both centers, and that's for number 19, Mason Gabriel, putting on a huge slack on the stick of, I believe that was Drew Main over there. But nonetheless, face-off happens. It'll go all the way up the zone, quick in. It'll get off the stick of Owen Simons. And Ithaca starting this penalty kill off with the puck in their own hands. A long pass. They'll get off of the stick of Owen Simons and go into the zone. Tyler Main stopping it below the goal line. He'll come out. Progressing up the ice here over towards the near side. Gets the red line and dumps. All the way rimming around for Brian Tonkovich. Sandzone picking that up though. He'll try to get it over Joey Leveroni. It'll go up the boards. Tyler Main will pick it up, taking it across the blue line. Tried to get a shot off there. Went off of Owen Simons into the corner. Drew Main now. Main down for Leveroni. Leveroni. First Tonkovic. Tonkovic up to Tyler Main. Back to Tonkovic. Towards the center. A backhanded. It's tripped again. Sanzone with it now. To Tonkovic. To Tyler. A shot. Rebound opportunity though. Sanzone can't get it in time. Tyler Main keeping it in with a shot on Carlisle. He will choose it to cover. And the Hornets finally spending some decent time in this Ithaca end. Unfortunately, they weren't able to quite get it as well set up as they would have wanted. They were able to get some of those passes going along the top three, but well, they will try again here. Teddy Smart taking it to the top now, over for Gavin Patno. He will send it in deeper for Capriotti. Power play 2 out now. Capriotti for Chen. Right in close. Shot from Carlisle. He's able to save it. It'll go into the corner. Chen for Patnode. Patnode fails on the shot once. He'll put it in again. A shot again. Stopped by Carlisle. Ithaca able to get it out. Chris Finger leaving that for Gavin Patnode. And Chris Finger trying to swat away Griffin Levine. He'll get it up for Teddy Smart. Up for Nico Capriotti. Long pass. He tried to saucer it over towards Noah Chen. It'll go out of the zone. And Gavin Patnode, unfortunately, I don't think he meant to run over Griffin Levine there. But nonetheless, Ithaca able to kill off the penalty. Connor McDonald up forwards. Teddy Smart, they'll send it back across into the skates. A shot. They did not score. It went wide. They'll send it back to the shot. Receive made by Singer. He will cover. Oh, 2 very close calls for the Hornets defense just after we went back to 5-on-5. I don't think that they had quite engaged in their minds that, yes, we're back to 5-on-5, and there is much more danger to be had on the ice. Nonetheless, thankfully for the Hornets at least, they'll get a face-off outside of the zone here, but just in front of the Ithaca bench. They will win that back. Sending it in. That'll go deep. Ryan Tonkovic. Stopping that. Going the other way. They'll send it up for Grayson Mucha. Mucha trying to get it off the boards, but keeping it in. The number 15, Jack Coakley. They'll send it into the corner. Tonkovic trying to go for it here. Gets it up for Joey Leveroni. Leveroni to Thompson. Senior to senior. Up now for Grayson Mucha. Mucha into the zone. Stops that, leaves it for Leveroni. Trying to get a shot off there, but he just wasn't able to. Brady Moore up for Walker Thompson. He'll shoot again. Wide of the net this time. Mason Gabriel off the boards for Ithaca. They will get it out. Up for Cameron Gaines. Gaines in the zone. He will dump it in. Going for it on the far boards. Keeping it in. Louis Enns. Tonkovic trying to reverse that. Leveroni gives it back to him. Tonkovic off the boards there all the way up into the hands of Mason Gabriel. He will choose to dump it in right on Chris Finger. And he will choose to freeze that up. He thought about giving it to Brian Tonkovic right there, but number 5, Griffin Levine, getting in fairly quickly and, well, making Chris Finger rethink his decision. 11:59 left to go in this second period of play. Face-off to the left of Chris Finger. Won by Hewitt Gow. He tried to get a shot there. But Ithaca not able to keep it in. Tyler Main sending it all the way off those far boards. They will wave off the icing. McDonald, or LeDuc, I should say. Sending it out towards Jack Lawlick. They'll get it back over to the far corner here. Ithaca off the glass. It'll get up for Tyler Main. He's thankfully just able to keep it in. Sanzone towards the center, towards LeDuc. But Ithaca able to get their sticks on it. And Tyler Main handing it off to Teddy Smart. Up for Jack Lawlick. Lawlick getting it in with a use of his foot. But it'll get into the zone. Ithaca, though, sending it out. And that'll be off of, I think, Tyler Main and into the Hornets bench. And that's fairly thankful for him that it didn't go all the way down, because that would have gotten through him had he not redirected it into the Hornets bench. Would have gone all the way down, but thankfully for them, they've got a face-off right in front of their own bench. So, fairly strategic, possibly, a move like that. Ithaca off the far boards. Gavin Patnode grabbing that. Patnode looking for a little bit of room here under pressure from Aiden Swarthout. He'll come up the near boards here, and I believe that went off of a glove on the Ithaca bench. And that'll be out of play once more. They will call that a face-off in the Hornets' end. As unfortunately, Gavin Patnode did release it closest to that dot. 11:09 left to go in the second. Face-off to the right of Finger. The Hornets win that to the side, but Ithaca getting a shot on once again, but they can't hit the net. Ansel Cosgrove responsible for that one. Here comes Walker Thompson. Up through the center. Leaves it for Doherty. Henry Doherty, a shot! Turned away by Carlisle once again. Coming back into the Hornets' end. Patnode off the glass there. Thompson forwarding it up. Gets it right into the hands of Mason Gabriel. Trip there. Noah Chen intercepts. Leaves that for Maine. Back towards Noah Chen, but it gets off of an Ithaca player, and it gets into the hands of Ansel Cosgrove. Cosgrove putting it in right on Chris Finger. He will stop that with his glove and leave it for Gavin Patnode. Patnode for Thompson. Thompson up the boards. And once off that Zamboni door, like I mentioned yesterday, little bit of a weird spot on these boards on the NHL side of the MACC here. And keeping that in. Cameron Gaines, he will dump it. Gaines getting that. Sends it right off the back of Chris Finger. And he will grab that. Woo-hoo-hoo! I don't think many people on the ice realize how close Ithaca just came to scoring. Because that one off of Chris Finger's back, he felt it and was able to whip his glove around and grab it. What a play from him. Ithaca, another shot there, another turn away by Chris Finger. Toward the corner now. Ryan Tonkovich, up the boards it'll go. Capriati trying to get it out here. It'll go below the goal line. Getting that towards the center. Joey Leveroni grabbing it. Leveroni getting pickpocketed by Owen Simons. Using his own tricks against him. Dawson Wilbur not finding it at his feet. Ithaca with a shot, it goes wide. Nico Capriati sending it out. Hewitt Gow playing it for the Ithaca Little Red. It gets into the hands of Brian Tonkovich. Take it through the center under a little bit of pressure though. He will dump it, and it goes off of the body of a Little Red. And they'll send it all the way down, and that'll be icing. And Chris Finger hocking it down the ice one more time. Through the legs it'll go, and right to the linesman at the dot. .9:21 left to go in this second period of play. 1-0. Still the score here from the MACC. Face-off, won by Ithaca. Jack Coakley sending it all the way around. Tyler Main keeping it in. Off the glass it'll go, into the corner. Nice Mason Gabriel. Gabriel coming back the other way. Ithaca not able to get it out. Tyler Main keeps it in a second time. Brady Moore having to go for it there as the net of Blake Carlisle was off its moorings. We'll have a stoppage of play. .9:03 left to go in this second period. The shots, at least on the board, fairly even. 14 for the Hornets, 13 for the Ithaca Little Red. Referees just making sure. Oh, they will throw out the center for the Ithaca Little Red, number 5, Griffin Levine. And they'll get it back. The Hornets. Teddy Smart down for Tyler Main. He has to get it off his skate there, and he will send it below the goal line. Going for it, Henry Doherty. Grabbing that though, Ithaca. Tyler Main keeps it in. A shot now, it's off the legs there of Levine. Sending it into the corner. Ithaca. Along the boards, Grayson Lucha trying to get it off of him. And Ithaca will get it high and out. Here comes Griffin Levine. Levine towards the center, patted away by Chris Finger, and they will go up the boards. Ithaca though, coming off the bench there. Number 9, Ansel Cosgrove, able to get it to his D line. They will dump it back in. Cosgrove going for it in the corner. Possessing it for the Little Red. Grayson Mucha, though, able to steal it away. Hands it to Tyler Main. Main off the boards for Brady Moore. Moore off the skate there of the linesman. And Ithaca will send it back in. Chris Finger sending it up the near boards here. Teddy Smart trying to get it out. Grayson Mucha in to help, but it's number 20, Leyland Walker, who will keep it in. Here comes Ithaca toward the center. They go. Tyler Main, though, able to pick it up for the Hornets. And they, I think, have possibly adjusted here, especially some of the more skilled players on this Hornets team defensively, especially a center like that, coming down and, well, making sure that the men in front of the crease don't do anything naughty in their opinion. Face off to the right of Chris Finger. For the center. Ithaca wins it and close shot over the net. Knocking his stick out of his hand. Gavin Patnode having to go back for it. Ithaca will possess it out of their zone here, or out of the attacking zone. They will have to come back the other way. Patnode able to stop number 20. Leyland Walker in his tracks. They will send it back the other way. Carlisle stopping that. Hewitt Gow for the Ithaca Little Red. Up the boards he'll come. Gets it stolen away by Lalick. They will send it in. Blake Carlisle sending it in. Sending it all the way around. Walker Thompson, a shot again. Gets it right into the center there, but no Hornets are there to pick it up. Getting it off the glass there was Louis Enns. And they will call that icing. Tried to get a long pass up there for Aiden Swartout. Didn't quite work the way he wanted. And Chris Finger providing his puck delivery service again, this time to the right of Blake Carlisle. Well, tied up in the center there. Henry Doherty going for it. Drew Main trying to take it off the boards, but it's Ithaca getting their sticks on it. Handing it up to Cameron Gaines. Gaines in the zone. He sends it in. It goes wide of the net of Chris Finger. Getting back below the goal line. Teddy Smart having to go for it there. Kicking it up. And keeping it towards the corner. Keeping it in the Hornets' hands. He'll kick it up with his feet again, but Ithaca steals it away. Off of their stick, rolling the wrong way. That'll go out of the zone. Brian Tonkovich sending it over the far side. Henry Doherty stopping that, leaving that for Teddy Smart. Off a leg there, and it gets into Ithaca's hands. Here comes Owen Simons into the zone. Tried to get it in close. Chris Finger denying. Mason Gabriel sending it back up there. Henry Doherty able to tip it out, but unfortunately not quite winning the foot race here. I believe none of them did. Both of them overshot. Here comes Ithaca the other way. Slapping it away is Leveroni and long putting a big hit on number 26, Owen Simons. Here comes Capriati. A shot. He's got it. Nico Capriati. And I can't. I don't care if you don't hear me. Going nuts for a goal like that. Wow. What a one-man effort from the blue line for Nico Capriati. Wow. Face-off in the center there. The linesman trying to keep the wingers honest once more. And they'll throw out Joey Leveroni for the conduct of Nico Capriati. Our latest goal scorer here, causing a little bit of trouble at the face-off dot. Tyler Main is sending it in. Joey Leveroni going for it. The Hornets cannot let up here. Hewitt Gow getting that. Connor McDonald, though, sending it back towards the center. Ithaca sending it all the way out. That'll roll down, but like I said earlier, Ithaca have to have seemingly trained their icing or their dumps all the way down because only very few of them, or less of a ratio than other teams here in Section 3, have, well, a lot of them have reached just before the goal line, possibly at the hash marks or even in between those two, but they have not been icings. So clearly Ithaca creating some of the skills that you might not think quite useful, but something like that getting it all the way down from all the way in your end and not having it be an icing can be very useful. Sending it in. Louis Enns gets that. Tyler Main. Main coming into the corner. Gets some free space. Gets it over towards Will Sanzone. He'll get it off the skates there of Louis Enns. Keeping it in is Mucha. Enns grabbing that. And Mucha not able to keep it in. It gets into the hands of Walker Thompson. He'll try to send it back in. Louis Enns off the boards again. Thompson trying to reverse it. Again. Mucha going on the boards now. It'll pop out. And it'll get into the Ithaca end, but in the hands of Hewitt Gow. Off those near boards again. Walker Thompson will control, sending it back off the boards the other way. Sanzone trying to get it back. Gow sending it to the other side finally now. Louis Enns off of the glass there. I think that may have gone either off of one of his teammates, if the sound I heard was correct, or up just simply up and out of play. Nonetheless, we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone right in front of the Ithaca Little Red bench. .434 left to go in this second period of play. One right into the Ithaca Little Red bench again. We'll have a take two here. Little change here for the FM Hornets. Leveroni will go onto the bench. Sanzone will come out to replace him. Lalick putting it back to Patnode. Off the boards it'll go. Ithaca sending it over the near boards now. Teddy Smart up for Jack Lalick. Here comes Ithaca. Aiden Swarthout sending it towards the center. No shot will come. Over to the far boards it'll go. Lalick getting it off his skate there. Getting up for Michael Leduc. I didn't think that he quite knew that it was coming right by him, but nonetheless, Hewitt Gow possessing it for the Little Red. Off the glass it'll go. Patnode sending it back in. Louis Enns below the goal line, behind the net of Carlisle. Long there. And that'll go all the way down for an icing. Chris Finger hucking it down the length of the ice once again. And if you haven't already, make sure you follow us on Instagram at FM Hornets Hockey. The latest news, updates, pictures, videos, and extras of your FM Hornets hockey team. Face off to the left of Blake Carlisle. Tying that up and throwing him down was number 26, Owen Simons. The Hornets will possess that at the blue line, but squirting that out off of the skate there of Gavin Patnode. He'll send it back in himself. Mason Gabriel off the boards there. Patnode getting it. Patnode with a shot. Goes wide all the way over to the far boards. Picking that up. Here comes Cameron Gaines into the zone. Gets a shot off, kicked away, shot again, saved. Chris Finger denying him twice. Going all the way down. That'll be an icing. But wow, what a performance there. And Chris Finger having to take his helmet off and catch a breather there. And you just possibly get a drink. Because with 3:18 left to go in the second, wow. What an opportunity the Ithaca Little Red had, but both of them stoned by Chris Finger. Ryan Tonkovich sending it all the way around the far boards there, over to the near boards here. Ithaca getting it back in. Ryan Tonkovich below the goal line. Off the glass there. It'll go all the way down. And will that be it? We will have a face-off here. I heard a no, possibly from either the referee or the linesman here, but the whistle was blown a little bit too late. Well, I guess we'll never know. Face-off to the left of Chris Finger, won by the Hornets. Tonkovich getting it up and out. Doherty going for it. Into the corner they'll go. Up for Noah Chen. Now for Dawson Wilbur. Shot from him. Goes wide. Ryan Tonkovich coming in to help. Off the glass it'll go. Drew Main controlling. Up the boards he'll come. Tried to get a shot off there, but it got stopped by the defenders. Drew Main with it again. Up for Tonkovich. Tonkovich, a shot. Redirected off of Noah Chen. I think that went off the top of the goal there. Nonetheless, the Hornets with big opportunities here. Drew Main coming back in, trying to get a handle on it. It gets up to Dawson Wilbur. He'll send it back in. Hewitt Gal getting that off the boards. Up for Brian Tonkovich. Able to keep it in. Trying to flip it in for Drew Main there. But wasn't able to. They'll send it back out. Tonkovich sending it in. And the Ithaca bench wanting an icing call here. They'll shoot it again. And they'll get it out. Nico Capriati sending it back in. Ithaca going D to D below the goal line. They'll get it back up for number 27, Cameron Gaines, who sends it up long there for Avi Paulino. Here comes Tyler Main. All the way up for Connor McDonald. That'll go off his stick and into the zone. No icing. Going for that. Nico Capriati into the corner, our latest goal scorer. Tyler Main, a shot there, redirected by Connor McDonald. A little bit not where he wanted it to go. Joey Leveroni going into the corner for it. He hands it up to Walker Thompson. A shot again. Turned away by Carlisle. Tyler Main tried to keep it in. It'll go long for Cameron Gaines into the zone. Shot. Save made. It'll pop back out. Connor McDonald trying to just get a handle on it there. We'll have a penalty. Holding is the call. Connor McDonald going to the bench here as the referees discussing a little bit here. Not quite sure what there is to discuss. Unfortunately, it was a fairly clear-cut penalty there. As a little bit, like I said, sacrificial. Ithaca getting a big opportunity in the Hornets' end. And the Hornets now with almost a minute to go here. If they are not able to, or if they're able to kill it off for the rest of the period, they will start the third period down a man. Ithaca playing around here. We'll send it towards the center. Chris Finger will find it and cover. And several Ithaca Little Red players crashing the net there, just trying to poke it in as much as they could, but Chris Finger staying strong and keeping his position in that net. 50 seconds exactly to go in the second period. Ryan Tonkovich taking it into the corner, just trying to waste some time. Three Little Red players digging, scratching at him. Nico Capriati gets it all the way out. Carlisle stopping that at his net. Leaves it for Gal. Hewitt Gal behind the net of Carlisle. Leaves that for Louis Enns. Enns for Swartout. Back for Enns. Up towards Gal for Brian Tonkovich, sending it all the way in. And Daryl Kirkby there, the referee, having to do a little bit of dodging. Aiden Swartout. Up for Hewitt Gal. Here comes Ithaca. Into the zone. Shot on toward the center. It'll go wide. 5 seconds to go. They'll send it back towards the center. Gal with a shot. Turned away by Finger. Joey Leveroni sends it out. And that'll do it. Quite hectic there. Second period. The score after 2 periods of play at the MACC. 2 for the FM Hornets. None for the Ithaca Little Red. The shots on goal after 2 periods of play here. 17 for the Hornets. 7 that period. 18 for the Ithaca Little Red. And I believe that'll be 10 that period. So you can see the pendulum swinging a little bit back and forth here at the MACC. But where will it swing in this third period of play? We'll find out here on the Hornets Hockey Network. We'll have all the action. Don't touch that dial. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Hornets Hockey Network. My name is Rob Finger, alongside our videographer, Fu-Mei Tung, and we are here at the MACC for period 3 of your FM Hornets versus the Ithaca Little Red. The score, after 2 periods of play, 2 for the FM Hornets, none for the Ithaca Little Red, the 2 being courtesy of Walker Thompson and Nico Capriati, 2 men that will start for the Hornets out on the ice this 3rd period. But, as you could just see flashing up onto your board, 52 seconds is left in a holding penalty for Connor McDonald, making some noise within the bench as Ithaca wins the opening faceoff back. Hewitt Gal looking to circle around the net of Blake Carlisle, and I'll be frank with you, Blake Carlisle on the other side, I'm almost tempted to say Declan Carlisle. For those of you who are also Syracuse Crunch fans, you will know him as a fairly long-time player for the Syracuse Crunch, and one of the only hockey players that I know with the last name of Carlisle. So to have it as Blake Carlisle on the other end, I find myself almost wanting to say Declan, unfortunately. Hewitt Gal sending it all the way in. Getting it over to Cameron Gaines. Gaines down towards the center. Walker Thompson protecting it, sending it into the corner. Thompson getting it back below the goal line. Leland Walker, though, sending it over for Owen Simons. Walker in the corner with it. Oh, up for Simons. Simons for Gal. 3 seconds left in the power play. Sends it across. Shot comes right into the chest of Chris Finger. And the Hornets are back to full strength. .16:06 now left to go in this 3rd period of play. The shots on goal so far in this game, 17 for the Hornets, 20 for the Ithaca Little Red. Ryan Tonkovich sending it off the boards. Keeping it in, though, number 15, Jack Coakley. Teddy Smart trying to send it out now. Keeping it in with a foot are the Ithaca Little Red, sending it down for Dana Dubois. Down. Sending it up, though, is Jack Lawley. He'll get it towards the center. Ithaca sending it back in, courtesy of Jack Coakley. Brian Tonkovich off the boards, off the far boards, I should say. Ithaca keeping it back in. It'll go behind the net of Chris Finger over for number 8, Jonas Singer. They'll send it over to the far boards. Toward the center again. Ithaca able to keep it in at the top of the circles. Brian Tonkovich going for it. Getting that up and out was Michael Duke. That'll go, I believe, off of a member of the FM bench. So we will have a face-off. Possibly in the FM zone, unfortunately. A little bit of a broken stick there. Gotten by Will Sanzone. He will report to the bench himself. Face-off won by the Hornets. Walker Thompson getting it up the boards and out of the zone, going all the way down. He will not call that an icing. Give him that. Louis Enns. Enns sending it all the way around. Tyler Main stopping it. A shot blocked away by Aiden Swartout. Up for Tyler Main again. A shot right in. Blake Carlisle's thankfully able to get it in what looked like his elbow there. And hopefully not, because they don't really have very much padding there. So hopefully it didn't hit him right in the crook of his elbow. But nonetheless, here comes Ithaca the other way. Aiden Swartout coming through the center into the Hornets' end here. Looking to set it up. Sends it across towards Chris Finger. He's able to turn that way with ease. Tyler Main up for now for his brother Drew. Off the boards. Keeping that. Ithaca getting it over to Hewitt Gal. He'll send it in. Getting that. Tyler Main looking over his options as he comes around the net of Chris Finger. All the way up there towards Noah Chen. That'll go past him without touching him. And that'll go all the way down for an icing. And number 30, Blake Carlisle, possibly trying to replicate what Chris Finger does, but can't quite do it as good as him. A little bit off target there. Sending that into the corner. Back towards the center, turned away by, I think, the stick of Chris Finger. That'll redirect off of the Brady Moore, being the animal that he always has been. Winning that foot race, but just not able to get his stick down. It'll get off of the back there of Leland Walker and stay in the zone momentarily. Walker coming over to the boards here. Leland Walker under pressure from Grayson Mucha. Getting that off of his stick there, Joey Leveroni. Here he comes into the zone. Leveroni looking to set it up and just keep the puck however long he can. He sends it into the corner. Brady Moore goes to get that. He gets it down for Joey Leveroni. He comes into the corner. Around. Stops it. Goes back the other way. Just looking for any sort of outlet. Gets it stolen away by Cameron Gaines. Here we go. One-on-one into the zone. Shot. Save. Chris Finger. .13:36 left to go in this third period of play. And it's those opportunities right there where it gets past the defense. And Teddy Smart had to go off and running for that one. But thankfully, Chris Finger able to swallow it up in his chest there. Ryan Tokovich getting it up for Connor McDonald. Tried to forward that to the center, streaking up, but unfortunately the center was not there to receive. Will Sanzone reaches the red line and will dump it in himself. Hewitt Gow getting that for Will Sanzone behind the net there. Pushed over a bit by Griffin Levine. Connor McDonald losing that. Here comes Jonas Singer. Puts it into the zone behind the net, on the back of the net. I think possibly looking for a whistle here. Is it still on there? The referee, Daryl Kirkby, will blow things down and we'll have a face-off. 13 minutes exactly remains on the board in this third period of play. 2-0 is the score so far. And the shots have not changed too much. 18 for the Hornets, 22 for the Ithaca Little Red so far throughout this game. Ithaca able to keep it in. Hayden Swartout coming below the goal line, sends it towards the center, backhanded, covered up by Chris Finger. 12:51 left to go in this third period of play. Face off now to the right of Chris Finger. Just think the linesman once again trying to pay attention to those wingers there as Joey Leveroni takes it quickly up. Here he comes into the Ithaca end, passing it across. No shot will come. He tried to get that to Leduc, but too many Little Red players were in the way. Lalick trying to keep it in. And they'll send it back for Joey Leveroni. He puts a shot on, gloved down quickly by Blake Carlisle. Swinging the glove around and catching it. .12:33 left to go in this third period of play. Face off once again to the right of Blake Carlisle. Ithaca winning it back into the corner. Sending it all the way around over for Ansel Cosgrove. Cosgrove reversing that, but it gets into the Hornets' hands. A shot from Doherty will just go wide. Sending it back into the corner. Drew Main getting it stolen away by Ithaca. The Hornets trying to keep it in as long as they can, but Aiden Swartout able to take it out himself. Here he comes into the Hornets' end. Towards the center, tried to get one in close on Chris Finger, but he wasn't able to. Patnode sending it over to the far boards. Chen trying to get some pressure put on here. Still in the balance. Chen sends it out. Hewitt Gow for the Ithaca Little Red. Stopped at the blue line there. And here comes Drew Main the other way. Main dumping it in. Nico Capriati will go to put some pressure on. Hewitt Gow sending it up the far boards. Walker Thompson able to keep it in, but it's batted away there by number 27, Cameron Gaines. And that is a legal play, may I say. As long as it doesn't touch your stick next, that is a legal play. Into the corner it'll go. Capriati trying to come out with it, but it's number 20, Waylon Walker, who comes out with it. Ithaca getting it back in their own end, sending it over to the far side. A quick opportunity here from Cameron Gaines. Makes a move towards the center, redirected off of Chris's stick, up high to the near boards. Connor McDonald able to tie up two Ithaca Little Red players and allow Joey Leveroni to take it all the way down, shoot. A rebound, it just goes wide. Capriati having to go for it. Up for Leveroni. Leveroni Trying to get a pass going there. It's kept in by the body of Tyler Main. He tried to take a shot, but it's off the skate of Leyland Walker. Circling back around, Cameron Gaines. A little bit of a weak pass there. Gets to Owen Simons, though, but it allows the Hornets to change their lines before Ithaca gets any ground here. Here comes Teddy Smart. Up for Brady Moore. Up the boards. Keeping that with him, but Ithaca sending it all the way down the other way. Brian Tonkovich sending it up and out of the zone. Number 5, Griffin Levine, not able to keep it in. Sending it back in, though. Number 19, Mason Gabriel. Into the corner it'll go, the far corner. Looking to get that. Griffin Levine putting on some pressure. Grayson Mucha in there to help out, and so is Brian Tonkovich. Levine comes out with it. Up towards the point. Not able to get a clean shot. Chris Finger getting it out of his net there. They tried to wrap it around without a stick. He saves it. It'll go over the far side. Ithaca getting it all the way around here. Chris Finger just trying to get it on his stick. And another shot. And the Hornets are able to take it out. Here comes Will Sanzone. He will, I think, dump it in as he gets checked down by Mason Gabriel. Gabriel with the puck sends it across there to Jonas Singer. But my, oh my, a big opportunity for the Ithaca Little Red, just not able to capitalize. Over, across there, keeping it just in was Will Sanzone. Hewitt Gell setting it up and out of play. 9:15 remains in this third period of play. 2-0 still our score so far here from the MACC. Face off to the right of Blake Carlisle. This one tied up. The Hornets will win it. Lalick putting a shot on it. It's off a defender. Up for Walker Thompson. He'll send it back in. Hewitt Gow. Off of the boards a little bit weird. Like I said, the doors here on the NHL rink, a little bit of a weird factor because they're not exactly the greatest aligned here. Namely, the one in the near corner of what is now the Ithaca zone. The one in the near corner. Like I said, I think yesterday, if anybody was here to hear it, I mentioned how I even had to warn Jim Wisnowski about that back when the Hornets were playing here the first time, before they had moved to the Coliseum for the 2 years. But nonetheless, Ithaca getting it into the hands of Hewitt Gow. Gow right to the hands of Noah Chen. Chen trying to get a pass across. Doherty with a shot. Save Carlisle. .8:33 left to go in this third period of play. A face-off once again to the left of Blake Carlisle. Hewitt Gow getting it right into the hands of Henry Doherty. He'll send that out to Teddy Smart. A shot there, redirected into the corner. Referee having to step away from it. Henry Doherty kicking it back into the corner for Chen. Chen back to Doherty. Doherty on the near side. Up for Teddy Smart. Smart down for Doherty. Shallow shot, gloved up by Carlisle. 8:11 left to go in the third period of play here at the MACC. Shots, like I said, slowly evolving here. 21 now for the Hornets. They started the period with 17. 25 for the Ithaca Little Red. They started the period with 20. Walker Thompson sending it into the corner. It'll get right to number 19, Mason Gabriel. He'll send it all the way down. Chris Finger will stop that, leaving that for Walker Thompson. Thompson under pressure from the Little Red. Will try to send it towards the center. It'll get into the hands of Brian Tonkovich. He sends it up the near boards here. Joey Leveroni trying to forward it up with a stick. Ithaca sending it over to the far corner. Capriotti going for it now. Long up. Off of the hand there of number 15, Jack Coakley. It'll stay there by the door. And just trying to get it out are the Hornets, and doing so is Nico Capriotti. Having to evade some pressure. He passed it towards the near boards here just as he fell. Walker Thompson now getting at the far point. Sends it all the way back around into the near corner here. And bouncing off of that Zamboni door, like I said. Hayden Swarthout Here he comes into the Hornets' end. Making moves. Not able to make the shot, though. That's what's important. Walker Thompson up for sand zone. He will forward it deep into the little red end. The rest of his team will change. Going for it now. Louis Enns, the captain of this little red crew. He will send it in. Teddy Smart possessing it for the Hornets. Up these far boards, up for Brady Moore. They'll try to forward it into the zone, but number 11, Aiden Swartout, able to get possession of it once again, sending it all the way back to the other way. Chris Finger leaving that for Patnode. Patnode reversing. Evading pressure here off the boards. It'll go towards the center for sand zone. He gives it to Moore. Brady Moore, the senior, coming into the zone. Moore coming all the way around into the corner. Evading the pressure, just trying to get it and keep it in the Hornets' hands. Sand zone sending it back into the near corner here. Louis Enns up off the glass and the boards. Patnode trying to stop it. Ithaca able to get it through. Here comes Aiden Swartout toward the far side there. He goes all the way to the boards. The Hornets not able to get their sticks on it. And here comes Teddy Smart, who's finally able to. Smart up the boards. Looking to set it up. Tried to send it towards the center. It's off of the deflection there. Still in the corner. Will Sandzone trying to get his stick on it. And he falls down. They'll send it over to the near side here. But getting his hands on it, Leland Walker. Sending it in for Ithaca. Chris Finger keeping it behind his net. Walker Thompson trying to get that, but it's Jack Lalick who picks it up. Lalick sending it all the way back around for Michael Leduc. Ithaca over from Mason Gabriel. Gabriel sending it in. Teddy Smart going to get it. Smart. Oh, he missed it there. Little Sandzone, though, able to get it for the Hornets. Long pass, or long dump there. Carlisle puts it below the goal line and not able to keep it in as Henry Doherty. He'll send it back in. Michael Leduc going to the bench. Doherty will come in, but Ithaca sending it up the near side here. Up now for Cameron Gaines. Gaines not able to get past Jack Lalick. He'll send it off the near boards here. Ithaca able to keep it in. A quick shot kicked away by Chris Finger. Oh, dangerous deflection there. Looked like it was going to the right side. Instead, curved to the left. Thankfully, Chris is able to track it and deny any opportunity. Doherty coming behind the net there, looking for an opportunity. Able to get it, though. Drew Main in close. They've got an opportunity. Carlisle, though, covers it up. 4:33 left to go in this third period of play, and the Ithaca coaches over there a little bit heated. And play, oh boy, just counting over there. Looks like several coaches, more than just the two, on the Hornets bench. A quick shot there, turned away. It'll go into the corner. Getting that. Patnode keeping it in a second time here. Ithaca, though, getting their hands on it. Backhander from Doherty. And it's covered up by Blake Carlisle before it does any further damage. Now the shots starting to equal out here. Still the Ithaca Little Red with the lead in shots. 26-25. Hornets trying to tie it up here. Joey Labroni gets it himself towards Blake Carlisle. It'll go off a deflection into the corner. Keeping it in, Teddy Smart. Walker Thompson. A shot. A save. What an opportunity there. Teddy Smart. Shot. Save made. Rebound. Oh, and it goes across the crease. Thompson putting it into the corner. Capriotti getting it. Getting that, though, Hewitt Gow able to make a move. He'll send it up these near boards here. Walker Thompson able to keep it in. He'll try to take a shot himself, taking it into the zone, into the corner, towards the center. It'll go over the far boards. Teddy Smart now with a shot. A rebound opportunity. He didn't cover it up. And Ithaca able to send it high and out here. There's Nico Capriotti. A little bit tangled up there is Blake Carlisle. Down on the ice a little bit. Thankfully, he's able to get it up under his own power. But having to take a little bit of a breather there. You can see the net was a little bit off there. Way off its moorings. We will fix that, and thankfully, Declan Carlisle, or Blake Carlisle, just what I said earlier this period here. Blake Carlisle, the goaltender, not the crunch player. he will stay at his post. Here comes Ithaca the other way. Ansel Cosgrove. A shot. Save made by Chris Finger. They'll put it into the corner. Getting that. Grayson Mucha. Off the boards. All the way down. That'll be icing. 3:15 remains in this third period of play. And boy, oh boy, this is crunch time. The shots on the board are even. 27 for the Hornets, 27 for the Ithaca Little Red. The Hornets win that face-off forward. Here comes the senior captain, Joey Leveroni. A shot! Blocked away by Carlisle. It'll go to the boards. Capriati trying to put one on. Doesn't get there. Ryan Tonkovich sending it back in. They will regroup. Carlisle stopping it. Getting that. Jack Coakley off the boards. Up towards Noah Goodrich. Patno, though, possessing it. He'll reverse it. The Hornets coming back. Connor McDonald denying Noah Goodrich's advance. Goodrich pushing off Noah. Connor McDonald there. Possibly a little bit outraged that he couldn't get a rush going here, but he'll get his chance. Here comes Noah Goodrich. Denied by the stick of Brian Tonkovich. Gavin Patnode sending it up the boards. Nico Capriati sending it out of the zone. Mason Gabriel, though, sending it back in, right onto the stick of Brian Tonkovich. Tonkovich off the glass, out of the zone. Ithaca will have to regroup here. They come over to the near side. Joey Leveroni trying to pickpocket it there, and Connor McDonald is able to do so. Here comes Joey Leveroni into the zone. Hooked a little bit there by Leland Walker. Could have been a call, but nothing either way. That'll go up in the netting. 2:04 left to go in this third period of play. In the, well, I believe, if I'm remembering, fourth or fifth intersectional battle that this Hornets team has faced here, because Ithaca, not a part of Section 3, they are a part of Section 4. The only other Section 4 team, well, Broome County, new this year. Hewitt Gow going into the corner. Getting that, Michael LaDuke, though. LaDuke towards the center. Lolly with a shot. He scores! What a shot! Finds the corner. Wow! And with 1:48 left to go in the game, 3-0 is our score. Griffin Levine getting it off the boards. Brian Tonkovich trying to send it back the other way. Henry Doherty putting in the work. Noah Chen, though, sending it back in. Hewitt Gow for the Ithaca Little Red. Off of the skate there. It'll get up for Dana Dubois. Dawson Wilbur getting that. Reversing it back the other way. Thankfully, as he's just, unfortunately, a little bit of a wipeout there in the offensive zone, but, or in the defensive zone. Thankfully, he's able to get it off. Ithaca sending it back into the zone. 1:15 left to go on the board. Drew Main for Brian Tonkovich. Sending it up into the Hornets bench. I think that may have hit the hand there of Jim Wisnowski. Just giving instruction to his team. There's only 1:09 left in this third period of play. 29 shots and 27 shots on the board for the Hornets. And the Ithaca Little Red is respectively, I should say, as a shot is put on. Chris Finger able to glove it up with ease. And that song that you hear in the background, Tonight is the Night by Out of Sight. That is part of the goal horn that I put together for this team about 3 years ago. It has been used ever since. And hopefully, it'll be used for a long time even after I'm gone here. Going over to the far side. Tyler Main up for Connor McDonald. Less than a minute left to go. Joey Leveroni for McDonald. Sending it in. To the corner it'll go for Leveroni. Leveroni. Sending it in is Patnode. Getting that, Hewitt Gow. Off the boards there. McDonald. Just keeping that there. Less than 30 seconds to go. Staying there. Capriotti. Leveroni, a shot wide of the net. Hitting that. Callum Campbell. They'll try to get it up and out of the zone. McDonald keeping that. They will rule a hand pass. And referee Daryl Kirkby ruling a hand pass over here from the far side of the ice here. We'll have a face-off deep in the Hornets end with 13.5 seconds left to go in the third. I'm not going to mention it. Face-off, tied up by the Hornets. Little Red getting it toward the center. It'll go wide. 6 seconds left. Walker Thompson sending it into the corner. 3, 2, 1. And that'll do it. A senior night like no other. The FM Hornets, the first ones to beat the Ithaca Little Red, the 15th in the state, in regulation time. And what a performance it was. Final score, 3 for the Ithaca Little Red. A big fat goose egg for the Ithaca. Well, 3 for the Hornets, big fat goose egg for the Ithaca Little Red. My goodness, I should really listen to what I'm saying. But nonetheless, the star performance of the night, none other than Chris Finger. 27 shots, 27 saves. Shutting out the Ithaca Little Red for the first time this season. And a little bit of a reversal of the score that we saw last year, the score of last year's matchup. That one in Ithaca, 4-1 in favor of the Ithaca Little Red. And, well, that team right there is also the reason why you don't see all of our, well, current season games listed on the YouTube page. Because, well, in that very handshake line 1 year ago, the Ithaca's coaches mentioned to Jim Wisnowski the fact that, hey, great broadcasts, we got all the information there, and that's how we were able to beat you. But since we've made all of our videos this game private, well, thankfully, the Hornets able to secure victory. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for quite the week of hockey here at the Mid-State Athletics Community Center. The final score, as mentioned before, 3 for the FM Hornets, none for the Ithaca Little Red. They've got a long bus ride to go back to the southern tier. Thankfully, they do it in comfort. They've got a coach bus here, ladies and gentlemen. That's the city of Ithaca for you. But we thank you all for joining us here tonight. We really couldn't do it without all of your support. And for those of you who have joined us in the past and, well, said hello to me and greeted me and, well, said how much you appreciate it, trust me, I think about it a lot. And we'll have more action for you here next week as the Hornets, well, they will go up against the Mohawk Valley Jugglers this Tuesday, February 6th at 8:45. Another late game, unfortunately, but we'll have all the action here on the Hornets Hockey Network. I've been Rob Finger alongside our videographer, Fu-Mei Tung. Good night from Cicero.